y'all. Y'all know what I do when I be running across a dilemma or something's going on. I be needing to talk to y'all. I am on my way to a funeral. And this lady, okay, I live in a small town. Well, I'm from a small town called Centerville. And this family lived the street over from me, where I can look out the back of my house and see the back of their house, because their house was facing that way and our house was facing this way. So the funny thing about it, you never knew how many kids this lady had, only because anybody could come to her house and you wouldn't know who her kids was, who her nieces was, who her nephew was, because she was just cool like that. You know what I'm saying? She's the reason that I wanted 4 boys, because really she only had 3 boys, but she had a nephew that stayed with him all the time. I thought that was her son. Shit, they all looked alike. So she was the reason that I wanted 4 sons. Now, y'all know I always talk about how I wanted 4 sons. And she's the reason why I wanted 4 sons. She had a lot of different ailments, like heart problems and, you know, just a whole bunch of diseases. And you know, I never got a chance to tell her how much she influenced me, you know, as a woman. We would all just be like, because I remember one day, y'all know I used to be a rapper and shit, and we were sitting on the front, and it was like a gang of dudes, and I was like Miss Smith granddaughter from around the corner and shit. So she knew my grandmama didn't know where I was at, because I done jumped on my bike and rode over her, and she was like, this how she talked. Your grandma know you over here? Just real smooth, same tone, same pitch, just real grown-ass lady Hennessy smooth. And I was like, no ma'am. She was like, well, you can stay a little while, but, you know, your grandma's gonna be worried. I was like, okay. So I would stay over there for a little while, stop by the house to get some orange juice and shit, and then come back over there, because their house was like the hot house. And she was the kind of mama that I wanted to be. You know, she never took up for her sons. She was, if them niggas wrong, they wrong. You know, you be like, I'm gonna beat your son up. She be like, beat him up. You know what I'm saying? Just like, cool. And she had nieces, cousins, nephews. She was everybody's like mama. You could come to her house and chill. If people had problems and shit, you stay at her crib. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I never had to. I just like being over there, because they was the street over from where I lived. Had a Hennessy cool about herself. She was just real smooth, like Hennessy smooth. Where, you know, I ain't never seen her, you know, she said what the fuck she meant. She ain't have to do no whole bunch of extra. She just wasn't no extra kind of woman. And I kept saying, they said she was dead, and I'm like, all right, but now I'ma know she dead, because if I don't go to the funeral, I can just keep saying she in St. Louis. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to believe she did. But if I go to this funeral, then I'm going to know she did, because I'm going to see her. And I'm like, I don't know how I feel. I feel some kind of way, you know, and I'm trying to be strong for her children, because one of her children and I started school together when we was 4 at Garrison. You know what I'm saying? She got a younger son and an older son. And I'm like, I've always never not known this family. Forever. They've been entwined in my life some way, somehow. You know, our families are friends. My mother and her mother was friends. You know, we live from this neighborhood, and you don't really die out leave the neighborhood, you die out the neighborhood. So I'm still friends with them, but I'm telling you, this is not easy for me. You know, it wasn't easy for me, and I thought about how I did not get the chance to tell her that growing up I always wanted to be cool. She made me want to be cool, because y'all know I'm cool, but my feathers get ruffled. You know, I be like, ah! She didn't do that. She was just real smooth, you know, and she always treated the kids the same. She's one of the reasons why I love children and always got like people at my crib, and you know, when kids feel like, you know, I'm going through something, I need to talk, you can talk to her. It's been days I come over there and ask for the boys, and they weren't there, and she'll be there, and she'll be like, come in. Now mind you, it was just like, and she'd be like, well, what's on your mind? And then I get to talking, and she'll listen, put her input in, You know, and this was little private, silent talks that nobody knew that we had. She always encouraged me. She always said good things to me. You know, she always, like, put me on game. And I remember one time I was a shorty. And I told her that I had a crush on her son. And her son was maybe, like, 3 years older than me. And she was like, I'm trying to think of her words, but she was like, he ain't shit. You know, I love that about her. You know, she was like, he ain't on nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because at the time, he had like a boatload of hoes. And I was like little Keisha from around the corner. And I was a little girl. I was probably in junior high school and he was in high school or some shit like that. And for her to, for real, she was like, look, you need to be focusing on your books. And, you know, that ain't what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? You know, that ain't what you want. It's pretty much what she was saying. She said it to me where I could understand or whatever. And I always appreciated her honesty and her realness. I always appreciated the fact that, you know how you talk to some people and they try to be your friend? She didn't try to be my friend. She was the grown-up that you needed. And it's so cool how they shared their mama with everybody. Their mama did her. They was at the neighborhood house. So, you motherfucker, we rapped there. We made beats there. I mean, it was just the house that was your getaway from home. And she made that for so many people. And she made so many people comfortable. And I don't know if she knew how many lives that she affected. Because I get myself together. I wanted to grow up and be her. I wanted my vibe to be like hers. I love the way she stand and have her hands on her hips, so she'd have her robe. I tie my robe just like her. She would tie it, pull it. And I remember that, you know what I'm saying, from being a little kid. I put my robe on like her, and I throw my hands on my hips like her. And I don't know if she knew that she influenced me as much as she did. I don't know if she knew that a lot of my womanly vibe I got from her. And it wasn't like I was over her house, like living there or spending the night or every day. And at the time I was coming every day, but I've been coming over there for years after years after years. And I was like, I like the way she get out. You know what I'm saying? I like the way she interacts with her sons. She say her part, she ain't be in their motherfucking business. She let them be men. And I like that about her. She's the reason that I wanted 4 boys. She's the reason that I wanted the open house policy. She's the reason that I wanted to be Hennessy Smooth. And I didn't tell her. I didn't tell her that. And I have been making it my business to tell people what they mean to me while they still warm. I just be talking. Okay. I can't go in there looking all ugly and shit, because some of these people ain't seen me in 20 years, and I will be looking ugly, good, ugly crying. I want to probably ugly cry in my car, and then go in there, and then, you know, just be cool. Because you really don't appreciate what the fuck you got until you don't have it anymore. And I think about that constantly, and I think about the impact that she had on the neighborhood's life. How her wake was so crowded that people couldn't get in type deal. And I did not want to go to the wake. I did not want to go to the funeral. I just did not want any parts of it, because if I don't take parts of it, it does not exist. But that's just like if the tree fall in the woods doesn't make a sound. It still exists. I just didn't see it. So, you know, when I get nervous, I need to talk to y'all and make videos and stuff. But make sure you find somebody who influenced you. I don't care if it's the people at the penny store. I don't care who it is. If somebody has been nice to you or, you know, comfort you in any kind of way, tell them while they warm. Because now I'm going to have to tell her, which I'm telling her now, you know, because spirit never dies. Energy just transfers. But to see her laying there and I did not get her smile in acknowledgement when she was living, and just to tell her thank you for never telling my mama I snuck over there and was sitting on y'all porch beatboxing and shit. Thank you for never sending me home, because for real, I'm supposed to be somewhere else, I'm sure. Thank you for pulling me in a house and getting me on the right track, because you could have been telling me some bullshit. Sometimes as adults, we don't give the best advice to teenagers because we try to be their friend versus for real being a grown motherfucker. She was that grown woman to me. You know what I'm saying? And her sons and her family always shared her so graciously with everybody. Okay, y'all, I'm getting off at the O'Fallon exit. I got to pull myself together. I got to get myself together because I need to be strong for them. And I'm telling you, I to her physical body, because we won't see that physical body again. And I'm going to go and say hi to the family. And I don't think I'm doing any festivities after. I think I'm going to go and start on my quest of calling my loved ones while they're warm. And I want to stop by my old grade school and tell my teacher how she made me feel comfortable with being left-handed, because it was hard for me being left-handed, because I used to write my letters and shit backwards because I was told I didn't supposed to be left-handed, you know. And the crazy thing is, I was remembering how she was like, it's okay because I'm left-handed too, and my mama left-handed, and both my kids left-handed, and I'm left-handed. And now I'm just thinking about everybody who just had a part in my life. Okay, let me go. I gotta go. I love y'all. Talk to y'all later. Bye.